Hello, hello, hello. I'm so busy fooling around, I forgot to go live. Well, the button got pushed, and here I am, live. Oh, I forgot to wear my long pants. I'm wearing my short pants. So, let's pay attention. Yeah. And do I have to check on anything? Yeah, first thing I have to check on is the volume. Yeah, I see we got volume. The mic's on. Is it all right for me to use this mic tonight? I think it is. By golly, I thinks it is. Yes, I do. Okay, so, oh, you can see my leg there. Good thing I have a nice looking leg. Well, that's the short pants. The long pants are hanging over there. So, what do I have to do? I forgot. I made some warm coffee. All right, everybody, get yourself some coffee. We're going to settle into a nice show. A Betty nice show, okay? So if I can get everything going. Yeah, I think we have settled in. Relax. Stretch out. I was just telling Scotty that I'm going to bring something with low sugar. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I need to see the comments. Whoa, look at that. Everybody and his uncle's in here, including Scott, Roy, Woody, David, and Charles. Oh my God. Yeah, keep your pantyhose on, right? I asked you before, what movie is that from? You got to know. I told you what movie it was from. Okay, so let's stir the coffee. I got a text from Charles. He's sending me the Nikon lens. It's coming, I think you said by mail, right? So it'll come in the mailbox, or is it UPS? I got confused which way. And the adapter. My goodness. Charles is hot. Okay, so I'm using that mic. I could switch over to the lav mic if you guys would prefer, but I think we're doing all right. Let's see. So, look who's here. It's me. I'm here. Can you imagine that? Who in their right mind would think I would show up to my own live stream? And yet, here I am. By the way, the title is a joke. Joke. Sly, if you're listening. Let's talk about camera bags tonight. And then I put a N-O-T, not. Do you know why? I wouldn't do that. That's Sly's territory. She knows more about that than I would ever know. Hi, Roy. Oh, that's me again. How come there's so many of me? Let's check on some people that's not me. Scotty, pizza and chicken wings. I can eat both, but not the bread on the pizza. But if you give me a spoon, I can eat everything that's on the pizza except for the bread. And I love the cheese. Can we put bacon bits on there? Can we make it a meat lover's pizza? We could put onions and ground beef and cheese and bacon bits. Do you put bacon bits on a pizza? I'm not quite sure. I guess I will find out. So Scotty's saying, I'm actually eating a hot fudge sundae right now. For real. Whoa. What kind of fudge did you put on? Is it Smucker's, or did you buy it at Carvel, or did you? Where did you get your hot fudge sundae? You know, down here in Miami, Carvel has the hot fudge sundaes on Wednesday. Buy one get one free. Oh, if I wasn't on this low sugar, I would probably order 3, which means I would get 6. So I would eat one on the way home, and then after I ate the one on the way home, I'd put it in the freezer. And you know what? When you take them out of the freezer, it's still, I've tried it. Oh, the belly is not that big anymore. So, whatever. I want to be skinny like David. So Scotty, Roy is saying, good day, Peter. Why is this so far? Much better. Much, much better. Roy is saying hello. How you doing, Roy? I love you, Roy. How are you doing out there? How you doing out there? This guy right here. Oh, I learned something I'm going to have to show you guys, and it's got to do with this. Now, if I do this here, I move the area so the area focus is right here. So if I go like this, you can see my cup because my cup floweth over, runneth over. But if I bring the cup down underneath my chin, okay, see the chin level? Then if I do this over here, then let's see. I could do it all the way up. I could bring it right up to my chin and it stays, which means I could do the Greek talking and it doesn't, the focus doesn't go crazy. I'm going to show you that tonight. Oh yeah, yeah. I got stuff to show you. And you know I had a bad dream last night. Anybody here good at interpreting dreams? I was so upset for at least a few hours and I never remember my dreams. And yet, I had a bad dream and I remembered it most of the day. And then I got to tell Julian about the dream I had. This is not the bad dream. This one was a good dream I had about Jingle Bells. So we could talk about dreams if you want. I like talking about dreams. So Scotty is saying, hi, gang. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Never mind the weather. Da 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 da. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. That reminds me of Kyle. Hail of a storm. It's one hail of a storm, not hell. Hail. Woody. Peter, I sure did all week. What did you do, Woody, all week long? I can't imagine what you did. Did it have anything to do with your Nikon Z8? Here's my buddy, this beautiful, handsome young man. Hi, David. How you doing, Tiger? I saw you. You were walking home. Why did you sound like you have the sniffles when you were walking home? When you're out in the sun, do you get like a runny nose or something? Because it sounded like you were having a runny nose because you kept going like that. And if I didn't know better, I would think you're snorting. What you snorting over there, David? David, what you snorting? No. Don't be snorting that. So, no, he doesn't. I already spoke with David on the phone. Charles is here. He's going, hello, Peter. How you doing, Charles? I'm waiting. No, it's not for that. I'm waiting to see something from one of the parks. I got the itch to go out and have some fun. And I got to tell you guys about my dream. I had two dreams. One is an older dream. One, a dream last night. And I woke up. I was really upset and disturbed. So I could share the dream with you guys. It's okay. It's not private. It's that we only got 10 people in here. Who are you going to tell? Tell me, who are you going to tell? So I think I could share. So Scotty is saying, Peter, keep your pantyhose on. Scott, I'm wearing my short pants. In case you're wondering why Scott's making fun of me. I'm wearing my short pants instead of the long pants. Okay. Cheers. Here's my coffee. You see how I could do this? All right. So I'm going to show you about that. Okay. And I'm going to make a whole video on that for the big channel. But I'm going to practice on you, showing you. So this way you can see what it takes. Now, when I do the real video, I'm going to cut the part where I'm going to get up and walk over there and make a change on the camera. You're going to have to see it, okay? Because I can't cut the live stream. If you know how to cut a live stream, please tell me. I made the best tea ever. Oh my God, it's not coffee, it's tea. And I'm thinking like, this coffee tastes just like tea. You know why? Because it is. It's tea. Now, you want to know what kind of tea it is? It is a hibiscus, just hibiscus tea. I never had it before. Osvaldo sent me a bag. He already did, Scotty. It's just not in the frame. I'm not wearing pantyhose. Damn, that's my legs. Geez, you guys are going to make me self-conscious. So Charles says, regular mail should be there by Wednesday. Wednesday, it's going to be a big, big, big day. Wednesday, big, big day. So what is coming in by regular mail? You might ask me. I could tell you what's coming in by regular mail. Charles is sending me a lens he doesn't use anymore. Maybe 2 lenses. He said something. I don't remember what. But at least one. And that is a Nikon 55mm f1.2 manual focus lens. And get this, there's an and in there, an adapter. And the adapter will be to put the Nikon lens on the Panasonic S52. Gotta have to get used to saying S52. Bop, 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 bop. So that's what's coming. Bop, 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 bop. Roy says bag is Sly's bag. Roy, you got that right. I would never march on her territory. And I got my bag open there. I need to close it. Yeah, you always need to zipper your bag, just like you zipper your poop down there. Okay, you need to zipper your bag because if you pick it up and the zipper is not zipped, you could flop over the thing and everything will fall out, and then you have created a big mess. Wait, let's rephrase it. An expensive mess. Okay. So, Jim, I know where he is. He is in Richmond. Good evening, Peter, and all greetings from Richmond. Jim is going to have a Tesla coming any day now. He just said, don't hold your breath, Peter. It won't be coming this week. And probably not next week. But he's actually toying with ordering a Tesla. And it might be black. But I can't have a black car down here. I saw a video this week where Kyle is his name, but not my Kyle. Not our Kyle, okay? Kyle on Out of Spec Reviews. So he did a test on his black Tesla on a 93 or 90-something degree day. Boy, the country is having hot days, really hot days. That scared me. It's 10:15, time to take my pill to go to sleep, but I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep. No. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to go to sleep. No. Well, the Panasonic S52 is looking mighty nice. Why am I putting this in my pants? I'm going to keep it over here. Okay, so let's give our love to Randy. He had a tragedy this week, but I don't think I'm free to say what it was, but it wasn't good. Okay? So we send our love out to Randy. Just keep him in your prayers. So, I was talking about Jim and the Teslas. So this guy did a test, and he ran the Tesla, and he ran the battery down, first with the windows open, okay? And I know that'll put a little bit of a different drag on the car, but no air conditioning. And then he did the same test with the air conditioning all the way down to 65. So the purpose of the test was to see how much energy does the air conditioning take off of the electric engine versus off of a gasoline engine. So with the electric engine, they're not called engines, they're called motors. But you know what? Sue me. I don't really care. If I want to say engine, get in line. Sue me. So, David's saying, hey there, Jim. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you, David. David's really a sweetheart. I talked to him on the phone. Scotty is getting hot fudge from Aldi's. I haven't tried theirs, but then I wouldn't try anybody's because I'm actually sugar deprived. That's the way I feel. You know when you get sleep deprived? I feel like I'm sugar deprived. So Jim is saying to Scott, you had me at Bing Pizza. Well, you had me at pizza also. Pizza is good. Even when you're bad, you can still have pizza. And when you're good, you get pizza. And when you're bad, you get pizza. The only time you absolutely positively cannot have pizza is when you're dead. So do me a favor, nobody be dead. Okay. So we can all have pizza. Fisher Brothers, good day, good day, good day, good day to you. What you doing? What are you doing? Australia, Australia, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-bum. Okay. I need a few thumbs up. It's just for fun because on the live stream it doesn't really count. Okay. What does count if you go in the description and you get nosy and click on one of my links and go see what the comments are on that camera. See if the people that bought, pick a camera, pick a card, any card. I should have a deck of cards here because I say that quite often. Pick a card, any card. Okay. So when you go and you click on my links, especially if you're going to buy something, guess what? I get the commission. Very nice, right? But if you just go shopping around, I get the credit for you going and clicking on my link. So you don't gots to buy anything. You don't gots to buy a single solitary item. You just need to go click on a link and go moseying around. And then tomorrow, do the same thing. You could do it on this channel, or you could do it on my big channel. You can even do it on the kitchen channel, but I don't think I got too many links in the kitchen channel. So, so Fisher was saying, hello, hello. Why can't I go to the next person? Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Are we live? Are we live? Am I frozen? Am I frozen? Okay, I want to go to Charles. He got some big news. He pasted it on... Okay, let's see. I'm not sure, but I've got the ball that's going round and round and round. So I hope we are not online. Okay, so how would I know? I really don't know. I know. I'll go over here. Okay, so it looks like we are live. I could see people in here. So what happened? Why am I having problems with Ecamm? Ecamm, I never knew you. Where are you? I need a special recipe to make my hair grow back on my head. I'm going bald. Well, you could do like Luke Picard. Just shave it. And then people will go like, huh. And then after 3 weeks, it won't matter anymore. I'm not sure, but I think I need to restart. Okay, I have clicked to resume. I think we fixed the problem. I've never had... I don't think I've ever had Ecamm freeze up on me while I was live before. Boy, is that a good cup of tea. Yes, it is. Can I have more? More? Did you say more? What movie is that from? All right, where did I leave off? I was teasing somebody. I'm always teasing somebody. It's only because I love you. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be teasing. So Jim says you had me on pizza. Woody was answering me. You are live. Thank you. Did it black out for a second? I don't know what happened. But it looks like we are up and running. I look as handsome as ever. Oh my God. No humility there, right? Gee whiz. Golly gee whiz, Batman. Add Louis, my favorite Louis Lazuka in the whole wide world. Hello, Peter and friends. How are you doing? Hey, we got another new camera that you could consider. I know you're a Canon boy, and that's why I'm hesitating. But that new Sony A6700, I should retitle this and we'll talk about the A6700 because that's what everybody wants to talk about. So hi, Louis Lazuka, my favorite Lazuka of Louis in the whole wide world. So how are you doing, Louis? Louis, did I say I love you? Did I say I love you? Well, I do's. I love you. Ba 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 bum 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 bum. Here's my little peasant. Wait. I jumped Fisher. I have been having bad dreams as well. I think tonight will be better, though. Well, yeah, after a Peter Gregg live show, everything works better. Everything. Even your cup of tea works better. So I had this dream, okay? And this was last night. And I was really upset, all right? So I was in the kitchen, but on the far side. And my brother that is suing me walks into the kitchen. Now, he can't come in the house, okay, because he's been restricted from coming in the house. So I looked up and I was startled. And I said, hey, what you doing? And he said, hey, very, like in Oklahoma, hey, that kind of a, hey. So I thought inside my brain, now I was able to hear myself in my own dream, I'm going to be nice, okay? I said, well, what you up to? What you doing? So he said, not much. So he went over and got a glass of water, and this was in the kitchen. And a little bit later, my brother George came in, and he said, what's he doing here? And I said, not much. And he said hello to my brother George, and George said hi. Okay, not hey, but hi. So George said to me, he's acting much nicer. What's wrong with him? I said, I don't know. I've just been nice to him, and he's been nice back. So I went into my bedroom, and the bad brother followed me in. Okay, I'm not labeling him a bad brother. He's just a bad boy. What do you want me to call him? A good boy? He's not. He's a bad boy. All right. So he followed me in my bedroom, and I'm thinking, like, he doesn't belong in my bedroom. But I don't want to sound mean and tell him, get out of my bedroom. You just stay out of my bedroom, okay? That's what I'm thinking. Don't come in my bedroom. But I was all smiles, and this and that. Then he went into my bathroom. And I'm going, okay, now we've crossed the line. What's he doing in my bathroom? Okay, he's got no business going in my bathroom. We do have a powder room, so if somebody has to go to the bathroom, they'll go into the guest bathroom, okay? So it wasn't to go, and he closed the door. And now, okay, I got upset. You crossed the line, okay? So I went and I opened the door, and my brother is standing there, and in the sink, my mother is in the sink, squatted down. Now, she's passed away in 2011, okay? So when you squat down all the way on your knees, and if you're wearing a dress or a long shirt, it looks like you're wearing, it just covers everything. And I don't remember, and I wish I remembered this part. Either she gave Mark something that looked like a pack of cards, like playing cards, or Mark gave her a pack of cards. It was not a deck of cards, but it looked like that shape where it had a little bit of dimension to it, and when you open it, okay, you could see, and it looked like there was money, like bills, currency inside that deck of cards, And my mother did not look at me, okay? Now, I haven't seen my mother in, 12 years, because she passed away in 2011. She's in heaven. But she looked, the way she looked in the very last week before she died, very like she was ready to die, okay? Pale, her hair was matted, she wasn't taking showers. She was bedridden, and very pale, yellowish pale. And Mark said, get out of here. And I was going to start to answer, but I was startled because my mother was sitting in the sink, squatting, I should say, in the sink. You couldn't see her legs or anything because whatever she was wearing covered her completely. But they were exchanging something. And then I was about to say something like, what do you mean I don't belong in my own bathroom? And I woke up. And I was very disturbed because I had seen my mother. That was not, and she didn't look good. She looked like she was ready to die all over again. So that was upsetting. Okay. And I was being told I didn't belong in my own bathroom. And what were they holding in their hand? Like the size of a deck of cards. The flap was open and I could see currency in there. Okay. But it was just about the thickness of a deck of cards. No more. All right. So I brought up deck of cards. So I woke up and I was very, very disturbed. And I don't know why I was so damn disturbed. After I woke up, and not only that, I remember the dream. Because normally when I wake up, even if it's a nightmare, 10 minutes later, it's gone. All right. I try to think, what did I dream? And it never comes back. All right. So, but I remembered this dream. So I'm thinking like, I don't know who to talk to about this. And I'm thinking, who I should talk to about this? God. Okay. So I said a prayer and I said, God, what was that about? And I started thinking about it. And I'm thinking, like, is this a sign from God? Or is this the devil trying to just attack me spiritually? Or would it be like a psychiatrist would tell you, or a psychologist, Peter, it's just been the court case has been very heavy on your mind, so your subconscious is just reliving and making up bad stuff. That's what a psychologist would tell you. It's psychological and it's just bubbling up from your inner self. But if it was, I don't think I would remember the dream. I can't be sure, but it was disturbing enough where I remember it now to tell you the dream, honestly, because usually a dream, I could have dreamed 1,000 dreams and I can't repeat almost all of them. I could tell you the dream I had about jingles, okay, and I will after we finish this one. So I don't know what to make of this. So I started to think, okay, Peter, let's think this through. Would God give you this dream? And I started to think about it. It wasn't good stuff. And my mother looked like she was dying and sickly. So I don't think I don't think God would show me a dream where my mother looks sickly and dying. I don't think that would come from God. See, the clues are usually when you have a dream, especially when I talk to somebody and they're going like, I dreamed this and I dreamed that. Then I try to take it apart and figure out what is basically against God. All right. So sickness is against God. All right. Being yelled at by your brother is against God. God, I don't think, would show you a dream where somebody would violate your space. I'm not sure. I'm not saying I have an answer. I'm just sharing with you in case anyone sees something going on in this dream that maybe I don't. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you guys for whoever gave me a thumbs up. I do appreciate that. Just so you know. Okay. So that was basically the dream. And what bothered me, okay, I'm basically tattling on myself here, is I don't know why I was so damn disturbed. I guess the whole dream had a bad connotation to it. So when I have to determine if a dream came from the devil or a dream came from God, or if I rose something up inside of me, I try to find parts or pieces of the dream that I know are definitely not something God would show. Okay, now there's a difference on what God would show in the Old Testament versus what God would show in the New Testament. Okay, and a lot of people get that mixed up. All right, so, and that is critical. So I've had people tell me about their dreams, and I would say that's not from God. Okay, there's evil in that dream, and God and evil don't mix. Now, God could warn you, but God defeated death by his son Jesus. I mean, those that are Christian, you know that's what Jesus is about. He came and he took death upon himself, and therefore we are free from death. We will die, but we live anyway. I'm not going to get into preaching. Okay, so I pretty much came to the conclusion that I don't think that dream was from God. Because if it was, maybe it's warning me about something, and I need to be aware. I also noticed that after I was awake for the first couple of hours, my own nature became mean. I was like harsh when somebody texted me, and rather than being sweet and trying to respond, I hit them with both barrels. Okay, and that's not like me. Okay, I wasn't cussing. I didn't cross the line. I was curt. I was directly to the point. That's none of your business. I'm sorry. I didn't say that, but it was that kind of an answer. So that was the dream. And as the day went on, I started to feel better. But I did want to share it with somebody, and who better than you guys? You know me now for a couple of years. So you know I'm not trying to, I don't have an agenda. I'm just trying to see if there's any other feedback on that dream. So, my little peasants in here, I love you. I love you. Bum, 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 bum. And I don't know what to do. There's a song. Okay. Charles says, I will. The video is in the Orlando Facebook group. Thank you. And Charles is saying thank you to Lewis. Lewis is saying hi to Fisher. Lewis says, whoa, Disney X100 Mark V. That's awesome, Charles. Why didn't I put that up? There it is. There we go. Oops, sorry. I just bumped you. Did that hurt your ears? So Disney went out of the way to make it a Disney special edition. Well, my nephew went up to Disney this weekend. Well, actually, I should say in that area. He's not going in the park. He's one of those that is kind of boycotting Disney because they're trying to do things against children with the mutilation of their private parts and stuff. And so his way is like, I'm not going to spend money there. So he went up there. He's going to go to Disney Springs. Well, that's part of Disney. Hello? But, shh, Peter, keep your mouth shut. Don't get involved, okay? I said, be safe. I hope you have a good time. And I do. I really do. So, Norm is here. Don't worry about the hair. Ladies love bald-headed men. If I knew that years ago, I would have shaved my head in high school. Oh, you are hot and sassy, and all over hormonal in high school, huh, Norm? Anything that moved, you went after it, didn't you? Ah, I know. So Charles says regular mail should be there by Wednesday. Roy, oh, this sounds familiar. Roy, bag is Sly's bag. Yep. And Jim is in Richmond because he texted me out when he was on his way back from Charlotte. So he must have arrived by now, or we got a problem on our hands. Bop. Charles says, I learned the hard way not to buy camera bags. They draw too much attention to thieves. I never thought about that, Charles. That's very interesting. Boy, that's a nice looking picture. How does it look to you guys? Everything looking good? I should ask you because you guys are just as much of an expert on this stuff as me. So, Charles says, I need a special recipe to make my hair grow back on my head. I'm going bald. Bald. Well, here's the perfect guy to tell you. He's a hair salon specialist. I have this habit of breathing in like I'm smoking or something. I've been trying not to breathe. David, no, I love you too much. You need to stay here with me. You hear me, David? Stay here. I've been trying not to breathe like that for years, especially when I'm streaming. It's embarrassing. Oh, good. I know how to embarrass David. There we go, David. Have you been snorting again? Hey, big boy, David, No snorting in public. He's a good guy. He's really a very good guy. All right. I love you, David. Thank you for being here. He already did, Scott. It's just not in the frame. He's talking about my legs. I can't raise it any higher. I guess I got to do exercise. So I already read these. Hey there, Jim. That's David. Peter, keep your pantyhose on. I am. Oh, here's my counselor. So, doctor, I had this dream. Let me tell you all about it. Bye. Carlos just can't get away from work. He comes in here to have a good time, and Peter's telling his dreams. Oh, I'm sorry, Carlos. You just don't pay attention, okay? Because this is not for you to stress. Just remain calm. Sit on my couch and tell me all about your day, Carlos, and then I will psychological whatever it is that you do to you. So Norman says, Merry Christmas, Peter. Merry Christmas, Norm. I'm having tea. Nothing in it but heavy cream and monk fruit and hibiscus tea. Never had that before. It's supposed to be calming. Wait a minute. I shouldn't be drinking calming stuff during my show. I don't want to be calming and fall asleep. I want to be alive and vibrant like David. David, I would say, has the most energy of anyone in this room. Then it would be Norm. Nope. Yeah, Norm's got plenty of energy. It would be Lewis, because Lewis is out. You should be losing weight. You do so much walking. I saw David's tummy. He pulled off his shirt in his last video, and he thinks he's got six-pack. He really does. David thinks he's got a six-pack. Bring it over here, and I will tickle that six-pack, and you will see him screaming. So it was so hot. The heat is dangerous. There was on Facebook, and I don't normally go into Facebook, but I was just checking up on something. This lady baked a loaf of bread on Facebook in her mailbox in Houston, Texas. That's how hot it is in Texas. Okay, it's probably hot here too, but it rained all afternoon. I am not comfortable. Hold on one second. Let me readjust these pillows and make it so I am more comfortable. There we go. Okay. So, keep your pantyhose on. Oh, I was saying hi to Carlos. Hey, Peter, love that dream you had last week. Was uplifting. Was that the Jingle Bells dream? Yeah, it had to be. I'm thinking. Well, if it's not, I'm going to tell the Jingle Bells dream again. I love that dream. It's like the kind of dream that makes me happy. Oh, I took the Nikon ZF. Wait a minute. I'm talking to something and it disappears. I don't like that. A little respect. Hello? So I put the Sony back on here, but I had walked around and I took some pictures. So I don't know if I set it up properly again or not. So I will watch this on the when they reprocess it to see because I wanted different cameras. So I got the S52, I got the Z6, and now I got the E10. Okay, so now I got a little bit of a assortment of cameras going on here. Okay, so where was I? I was with Carlos. So how you doing, Carlos? Hi to Meg and everybody and all your people that you got there on the couch. You do one person at a time on the couch, or do you do more than one person at a time on the couch, Carlos? Oh boy, what a question to ask. Okay, so Norm was saying, Merry Christmas, Peter. Good evening, Greggies around the world. One more Greggy checking in. There we go. There we go. See how I could talk with my hands? Typical Greek. And I don't lose focus. I'm going to make a bit. Stop. Jeez. I keep hitting it. Okay. I'm going to have to make a video and show you how I do that. Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me in the back? Can you hear me back there? Cheech and Chong. Okay, so Lewis says, please make an unboxing video, Charles. Yes, Charles, I would like to see an unboxing video too, because that's a pretty cool camera. David says, hi, everybody. Scotty is winking at me. Scotty, I bet you do that to all the boys. Scotty, Scotty, Scotty. Okay, and I think I'm going round and round here. I got a huge surprise today. I get to order a special edition 100th anniversary Disney Fuji, the X100 Mark V. I posted it on the Facebook. Okay, so I read those. Okay, buffering now, 10 minutes and 21 seconds. Oh yeah, I didn't ask if I was live. I hope we're back. Scotty's giving me a thumbs up. Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Sammy, I love you, buddy. Hi to Joey. I hope you boys feel better, because I know you had a cold or something, and then you gave it to Joey, or Joey gave it to you, and then everybody became sick. As long as the Tesla didn't catch the cold, we're okay. Now, if the Tesla gets sick, bad. So I think I'll have some more tea. More? Did you say more? What movie is that from? Yes, sir. Please, may I have more? Annie? Nope, it's not from Annie. It's from, well, I'm going to give you guys a chance to answer first. Here's Kyle. This is my Kyle. Hi, Peter. Are you here, Sly? The power is out at my house. You're out of power? Oh, dear Lord. Kyle, you guys having storms over there? What? Maybe he'll have power back by the time the show's over. Let's pray for Kyle to get the power back so that he doesn't have to sit without air conditioning in the heat and in the dark. Okay? That would be torture. So Jim Monday. Hey, Jim. He got it right. It's Oliver. Oliver is the movie. Oh, my God. I'm not playing with you, Jim. You know your stuff. So Sammy says the A6700 looks good. It really does. You know who I thought of with the A6700? Honest to God, is Sly. And she is not a Sony gal. Okay, she likes the Canons. But you put that A6700 together with the 15 millimeter f1. Is it a 1.4? Is it a 1.8? That is the smallest, lightest camera they've had in ages. And I'm thinking like, oh, Sly would absolutely, positively, without a shadow of a doubt, the shadow of your smile, okay? And it would be like exactly the kind of camera you'd like to hold out and vlog with, but high quality. So yes, Sammy, you're right. The 6700 looks good. It does. So Motivated Minds is talking, Carlos talking to Jim. Love the Tobacco Company restaurant in Richmond. Jim, you know the Tobacco Company restaurant? Do they sell spaghetti there? No, that's Spaghetti Works. I think they went out of business. So Charles said, I had a photographer's moment today. A fat lady sang. The fat lady finally sang. Now we can have the rapture. No, a fat lady wanted me to take a picture of her and wanted me to make her look thin. That reminds me of a joke, okay? Winston Churchill was at a party. Okay, I've told this joke a dozen times. So this is what happens when you talk to a grandfather. They repeat the same joke 100 times. You guys are just going to have to put up with it. So Winston Churchill was at a party, and he drank. And he drank and he drank until he got quite tipsy. And Winston Churchill was having a good old time at this party. And he was just holding the glass and laughing his head off. And this proper English woman Maybe she was from Australia. I don't know. Maybe she was from Canada. I don't know. But she went up to Sir Winston Churchill and said, Sir, you are stone drunk. And Winston Churchill looked at her, and he looked at her, and he looked at her, and he finally said, Madam, I may be drunk. But tomorrow I will be sober. But you, my dear lady, will still be ugly. That joke gets me every single time. I may be drunk, but tomorrow I will be sober, and you will still be ugly. All right, time to play the kazoo. Whose birthday is it? I'll sing happy birthday for you. If you give it up, tell me whose birthday it is. Roy says, tell her you don't do miracles. You should have told her, dear lady, my dear lady, I might not have a camera right now, but tomorrow I will. But tomorrow you will still be fat. Whoa! Charles, you should have had a good time with that one. This story seems not good. Oh, Sammy's talking about my dream. Oh, I forgot all about the dream. You guys have cheered me up already. See what it is when you get together with buddies and you talk? That's why. Write something down. You shouldn't be shy. How many people we got in here? We got 16 people. Seriously. Number one, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. I want you to love me. You want to know how you can love me because I love you, okay, is to subscribe. That's number one. Number two, don't be shy. Don't be a lurker. Let's say you can't think of what to say. Say, my name is, you do the song, and say, my name is Gus. I got off the bus, Gus, okay? And I am saying hello from Arkansas. And then I will say, Gus from Arkansas. Welcome to the Friday night live show. This is where we let our hair down. And the boys, we play cards. We get out the pretzels. We get out the food. If you want to smoke a cigar outside, I don't like the smell of smoke. It shortens my life. So if you have to smoke, fine. Do it outside, okay? And if you're going to put your drink down, put a coaster on the table. Don't leave me the rings to clean up tomorrow with my can of Pledge. You know, that's the stuff that you spray, psh, and you wax your furniture. So don't leave me a ring on the furniture. Use a coaster. So the story seems not so good. Roy, you can't tell that to a Puerto Rican girl. So, Roy, I can't wait to see. Roy, good one, Roy. You could say that if you were a fast runner. Charles, not Charles, Winston Churchill. Can you imagine going, my dear, I may be drunk, but tomorrow I will be sober. But tomorrow you will still be ugly. I'd like to use that at a party sometime. So Sammy says, I don't know why, but this dream seems like a sign. Uh-oh. Now am I going to get scared, Sammy? Don't know why, but something will be happening that will change your life. But after hearing the dream. What? Sammy, don't leave me hanging. Oh my God. Will I get the money? They were the bad people, okay? Because people that die, they can't come back, okay? Because otherwise we'd be starting new religions all over the world. That's how we started Muslimism. Muhammad had a dream and started a whole new religion. And somebody else had a dream, the Mormons, and they started a whole freaking religion. So no, those kind of dreams are not from God. They're from the devil, especially if you start a damn new religion with it. Now, in the Old Testament, the Jews did have dreams, and they did have meanings, okay? But the New Testament is different. So Charles says, Orlando News says, can't run fast with a camera that weighs twice as much as jingle bells, jingle bells. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride my Tesla car today. So, peasant. My little peasant is reading an article on Defense One. Israel and South Korea delivering ammunition and equipment faster than Europe and USA could. A good alternative for Eastern Europe. And what's the moral of the story? Come on, Vasily, you gotta have something. Vasily, don't you dare leave me hanging. Hey, handsome, what you doing over there? So, speaking of beautiful ladies, that's not drunk, sober as can be. Hello, everyone. Got caught in a storm. I'm going to clean up real fast. See everybody at 10:30. Oh, what time is it? Oh, my God. I've almost used up the whole hour, and I'm still gibbering. And here we go. Let's get a move on, Sammy. Sammy, don't you dare scare me. I'm not gonna stay awake all night. Okay? I want to know, what do you think it means, Sammy? And it better be something good. Okay? So Roy is saying, good day, Sly. Good day, Sly. Da-da-la-da-da-da-da-la-la. 'Cause the Yanks are coming. The Yanks are coming. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Over there. Ba-da-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-da-bum. 'Cause the Yanks are coming, the Yanks are coming. You see, I'm wearing short pants right now. Okay, Roy. Roy says, good day. And Sammy says, I feel there is a meaning to that dream. Sly says, no. Kyle, Sly, do you have power? Because he doesn't have power. Kyle doesn't have power, and he's in Oklahoma too. He's on the west, she's on the east. She's on the east, and he's on the west. So Scotty says the camera looks good. Sammy says, yes, the camera looks good. All right, we have a consensus. So Sly says, yes, I have the power. No, she has power. I still have power so far. And Aiden is here, and he brought his dad with him. Hi, there you go, Lewis. How you doing, Lewis? Good to see you. Tomorrow, Lewis will be on at 10 o'clock. You guys have got nothing to do, and you're not going to a card game tomorrow, or you don't have a hot date with a gorgeous, gorgeous blonde girl that's not drunk. Go to Lewis's Mr. Camera Junkie show tomorrow at 10 p.m. There we go. Bob. Charles says, do you believe that the devil can make you dream dreams? I don't know, Charles. That is a really good question. I don't have an answer to that. But if it's demonic, then I guess maybe. Not sure. So, Peter with his jokes. Yep. You got to put up with your grandpa. What can I tell you? So, Kyle says, Sly, the power's out at my house. The storm didn't even hit us. Oh, my. What movie is that from? Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Oh, my. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Oh, my. What movie is that from? Sly? What movie is that from? Charles says, I got a 6-pack. No, he didn't say that. I got a 6-pack with me right now. A 6-pack of Miller's beer. Budweiser is garbage, so we don't bring up it's the gay beer. You want the gay beer? Well, hey, bring that gay beer over here. We need some gay beer. Gay beer. Boy, they got hit hard. Here's Ray. Here's my Ray. I love you, Ray. I love everybody. Thank you. Lurking. Okay, I'll say hi. I'll give a like. Hi, Peter. Hi, Ray. I love you, buddy. Thank you for saying hi. I did to ask people to say hi. I did, didn't I? Yes, I asked people to say hello, and Ray responded. Instead of being a lurky old son of a gun, he responded. So, David says, that's the best news story I've heard all year. He's talking to Charles. Tesla didn't get sick. I thought Joey got sick. Oh, the Tesla didn't get sick. I get it. Sammy is giving me a joke because I said Joey got sick and Sammy got sick. I hope the Tesla didn't get sick. So that's good. And Sammy says, me and Joey are better. Good. I like it when you boys are feeling good and you're out there kicking up a storm, having a good time with life. I'm almost at the end of my tea. This is one of the best cups of tea I've had in a long time. And I'm not normally a tea drinker. Honestly, hot chocolate? Yeah, okay. So, yeah, without question. Do you know that chocolate cocoa powder has very little sugar? So I haven't done this before, but I wonder if I boil some water and I put maybe a good heaping tablespoon of chocolate powder in there, okay, and get it all mixed up. Put some monk fruit or Truvia, some kind of fake sugar, and maybe 10 or 15 tablespoons of heavy cream. I wonder if I could make an imitation hot cocoa that is low or no sugar. That would be a find. I'm going to have to try that, and then I'll tell you how things are going. So Sammy says him and Joey are better. Hi, tell Joey I said hi. I send my love the musical element. But I sing all the time. I just don't hide it so much here. I mean, that story was good. Good. Thank you, Sammy. I love Sammy. That's the Jetsons. Okay. Now that the A6700 is out, the rumored A7C2 should be coming. I think I read that it's supposed to be released or announced in the late 2023. That would be a camera that I would like to see. It's full frame. Now, the problem with the Sonys lately, Ray, pay attention, okay? He was listening to me. I was teasing him. You know, these young boys, you got to keep their attention. So Ray is what, 18, 19 years old? Yeah, he wishes he was. All right, so Sony has been having an overheating problem. They got a good grip on the heating, and then now it's sliding back in. And it makes it for a bad feeling. It's kind of like, ooh, I'm a little bit scared of that camera. So Roy says, I'm a slow runner. You put a fire under your butt. There's no one with a fire under the butt that runs slow. So Carlos says, Charles, hey Charles, do you have a recommendation for a solid backpack camera clip? No. Carl, you got to ask Sly. That's a Sly question, honestly. So Jim is talking to Carlos, the tobacco company, wonderful restaurant. The Richmond food scene is pretty awesome. Make sure you tell me when you come to town again. There you go. So that's Carlos, and maybe the two can meet up. And I think Woody wants to meet up. Before you know it, we're going to have a big Peter Greg meetup up in the Richmond area. And you guys are not even going to invite poor little old me? I bet you that's what the dream meant. I wasn't coming to my own party. because I was told, get out of here. And I'm allowed in my own bathroom. Get out. You don't belong in here. So, okay. Maybe Jim just explained my dream. Peter, I need to know your 2 cents on the Sony A6700, please. You know, Louis, what is going on? There's so many good cameras coming out, that you really need to pick your budget and then go for one. The only word of caution that I have is you marry the system, but you date the body. Now, I'm not talking about a girl's body, okay? So the bodies you will change, but the lenses, the batteries, and all the accessories, they stay. And even though you could change the girl, your furniture stays, okay? So you need to look at the lenses you might want to buy either now or later. And then say, oh, I like that Sony has a 15 millimeter f1.4 lens. That would be freaking awesome. Or I did look at the Panasonic and I'm going, dang, they have an 18 millimeter 1.8. They have a 24 millimeter 1.8. They have a 35 millimeter 1.8. They've got a 50 millimeter 1.8. They've got an 85 millimeter 1.8. Oh my God. And they have a adapter where I can put all my Canon lenses on that camera. And guess what? Sigma makes lenses specifically for its own brothers. Leica and Panasonic are brothers with Sigma. So that was one of the reasons why I went with the Lumix, the Panasonic, because it has the lenses that I like. So Lewis, the 6700 is an excellent camera. The R6 is a really good buy. If you could get a refurbished R6 or a used R6, anything around the $1,400 US dollar price, that's a wonderful camera. I even did a video on the big channel why the R6 is still a good camera today. So you'd have to look at the lenses that Canon has to offer, the lenses Sony has to offer, the lenses that this big boy has to offer, the lenses that Fuji has to offer. Viltrox makes great lenses for the Fuji, and Charles loves Fuji. So you'd have a buddy with Charles if you went with Fuji. So it's not just the camera body. You're just going to date her. You're going to marry the lenses. Okay? You're going to marry the system. That is some good tea. Dang. So Carlos is talking. Peak Design makes it a really good and solid one. And no, that was Charles talking to Carlos. And Carlos answered him, yep, my favorite thing to do in Richmond is eat. Eat and more eat. We'll definitely let you know when I visit. And Carlos is saying, thank you to Charles. Roy is saying, I wish I had bought a 6000 series instead of the A7. It was nothing but trouble and then it died. Oh, that was a bad dream too, Roy. Roy, did you have a bad dream, big boy? Are you sitting over there all sad? Roy says, dreams just mean that you are asleep. That's good. I like that one. Or they could mean dreams just mean you're not awake. There you go. So there, Roy's helping me with my dream. So Sammy is helping too. I think the dream is telling there is a silver lining and something will come to the end and the issue with your brother and something will be resolved and your pain will go away. Yay! I like your interpretation, Sammy. Big thumbs up. High five. Kiss. No, I don't want to kiss you. I'll hug you. All right. So thank you, Sammy. There's a bad storm right now in New Jersey. We had a bad storm this afternoon. I went to bed and fell asleep because it was lightning and raining, and I figured the best place is under my blankets. So Roy says the devil is too busy sending me art directors. Roy, you know something? Big boy, I just love your freaking humor. You are the funniest guy, and you know, the worst part about it is 99% of the people, it goes right over their heads. Roy's chuckling. I see you your belly. Roy, your belly is bouncing. You're not Santa Claus, are you? Are you Santa Claus? Uh-oh, I think I've learned something. Vasily, well, that is the reality of our part of the world. Remember Ezekiel 38. Ooh, good one. The event is even closer, the rapture, the second coming. What I mean, we enjoy our life as much as we can. Tomorrow, who knows? Maybe we may be forced to fight or flight. Don't forget that part, Vasia. That's true, too. Roy says, coffee is the most important food group. You know what I bought? I'm not a coffee drinker, but I bought an instant Folgers, the instant coffee. And you're going like, oh, God, Peter, I can't believe you did that. Instant coffee of all things. Wait a minute. Hold your horses, sweet pea, okay? I bought it because sometimes when I make my morning smoothie, I like it to taste different than chocolate or vanilla. So I bought a low-sugar peanut butter powder so I can make my morning smoothie taste like peanut butter by putting a heaping teaspoon of the peanut butter powder in my smoothie. And that was a good Freudian slip, I could put peanut butter and chocolate and coffee. And boy, my smoothie in the morning is going to be so good. I'm going to want a second one. I'm going to want to just perk up and see what bag Sly has on tonight. Sly. What bag do you have? Oh, Sly, that's what I wanted to tell you. Listen, Sly, if you're listening and walking around the house, listen. I know you're focusing in on the bags, but honest to God, I promise, cross my heart and hope to have another cup of tea, okay? I honestly thought about you when I was thinking of the A700, not because of the features. If the features were normal, which they are, I was thinking, is this a small and easy camera to carry around when I go to dinosaur worlds? In other words, the weight. Okay, and I think you got a grip on the weight. And like I even wanted to ask you, okay, the camera's on I was looking for the camera because I've been playing with this camera a lot, okay? And the lens that I've been walking around with is 370 grams, okay? And if I buy the same lens in a Panasonic mount instead of being on the adapter, that lens is 330 grams. So is it a big difference between 330 and rounded out 360, 370? Or is it negligent? Because I want the camera to be as light as possible. So that's a thing that you could latch onto. You could talk about the new A6700, but then you can bring in a whole new thing. They're all talking about, this and that and that and this and this and that, but nobody has said if you pair that camera with a 15 millimeter 1.4, which means a lot of light, lots of light, that comes out to a 22, carry the 22 point something, okay? A 22 millimeter lens is even better than a 24, which is what I'm walking around with, and I'm happy with the 24. And the camera would be smaller and lighter, and I'd have to look and see how much that new camera weighs compared to the M6. Now, I'm not saying, Sly, that you got to like the camera. I didn't say that. But if you give users the ability to understand weight, how it might impact them, why it's important, that might be a shtick for you. That might be a thing that when Sly talks about a camera, yeah, she's going to say a few things about that, but she don't want it to weigh her down and drag her around and make her fall out of the chair. No, no, no. We don't want that. Okay. So I wanted to tell you that, and I just thought of it. Okay. So, The Occident depleted the warehouses, having problems in replenishing, and we, the countries around Ukraine, we have quite a long list of shopping. So he's saying they have a big shopping list. Okay. So yes, I understand that. Roy says, snowy. I meant Sony. You know what Sony is? It's So New York. S-O, so. And why? New York. Sony is so New York. It is just so New York of you. Okay. They need bigger bodies and a bigger mount. Cameras outdate, but glass is forever. You got that. Roy, you said a mouthful. You eat too much, Roy. You've got a mouthful. Now swallow. Okay? No, never mind. Spit, Roy. Spit it out. Roy, spit it out. Don't swallow it. Spit it out. Too much sugar for you. Jim Monday says, you are welcome in Richmond anytime, Peter. So somebody offered to fly me to their hometown today. I guess I must be more popular than I thought. But because of anxiety and panic attacks, I don't leave the house much. So you're coming to visit me. Now, who's been here? Sly has been here. Sly has been here. And Shane has been here. And Justin has been here. And Manny has been here. All of these peoples have been in the Christmas room. Wait a minute. Jonathan, my favorite violinist in the whole world. What a beautiful boy. When I say beautiful, I mean here and inside. What a beautiful guy. And he came to visit with me. He even spent the night. Yeah, he spent the night. No, don't let your mind go in the gutter. That's very confusing. I have so many Canon EF lenses, Peter. Well, this camera, you can get a Canon EF mount to the Leica, and it's $2,000. You can get them from B&H for $17.97. Open box. Do I recommend this camera? It's hard to beat this camera. Okay. As a matter of fact, I had a big to-do today with someone. So, Lewis is saying, thank you, Peter. Let's keep track of the time. Don't want to walk on Sly. That's the T, okay? So Roy is talking to Lewis. Peter, you're a genius. Look at the lenses that you want. That makes me a genius? I'm a genius because I'm so smart, Lewis. I'm smart, and that makes me a genius. So, Lewis, the A7 went back several times, but they couldn't fix it. And Sony doesn't give the repairers any parts. And then it finally died out of warranty. That's one of the weaknesses of Sony. Sony can be a good camera. I'm talking to you. Yes, I am. I'm looking to you, kid. Okay. But their repair has got a lot of stories. A lot of stories. Roy says, I like storms. Very photogenic. And they are. Sammy says, love Sony and the lens. Oh, the Sony's coming through good? Well, you got the same camera. Yes, you do's. Sammy's got the E10 himself. Sammy is an E10 aficionado. If anyone is an expert on the E10, it is Sammy Superstar. Right, Sam? My buddy Sam. Come over here. Let me give you a hug. He's laughing now. I love when Sammy laughs. He's got the best laugh. So Sammy sounds great. It sounds great. I feel happy, oh so happy. Lewis says, thanks for your help, Peter and friends. I'll keep looking. You keep doing that. Roy's talking to Sammy. Sammy's talking to Roy. Roy's talking to Sammy. Sammy's talking to Roy. Lewis says Roy is the master. Hey, Sammy. Lewis, you said I was the master. Uh-oh. I got competition. Roy says, I'm happy to play with any camera, but lighting is my passion. Now you're talking, Roy. I haven't made that noise in ages. Lighting is what makes the difference. I'm going that, boy, my look is just so-so, so I added hair light. Did you notice? Did you even notice I added a low-level hair light? Where is that thing? Let me turn it off. Okay, the hair light's off. Okay, so that's what it looks like, the hair light. So this is where you go, Roy. I like it better without the hair light. Okay, yeah, that's your line. Okay, and that's with the hair light on. Now, I can lower the hair light intensity, I think. Okay, so that's medium light on the hair light. And that's even lower. So I'm going to raise it up by 1. Okay, so that's the middle. So I'm going to leave that like that for the rest of the show because I'm ready to sign off. I'm kind of curious to see how that looks like there. I like a little light on my shoulders and to make a little separation. And I like a little light on my hair so I look like an angel. Okay, so that's what it looks like with the medium light. And this is what it looks like. I'm aiming it at the camera, right? That's what it looks like with the light on high. So if you'd like to voice your opinion, anybody at all, doesn't matter who it is, anybody at all can tell me what you think. High, medium, low, or off. You've got 4 choices. Now tell me, where else can you go on a Friday night? Where? And get 4 freaking choices. Nowhere. But you got them here. So Ray says, related to Roy. Ray is related to Roy. Okay. Related to Roy wanting Sony to make bigger bodies and mounts. I wonder if Sony's research and development would ever try to develop a Sony A7M, a medium format camera. It's probably overkill, but I'm curious. Well, I personally am attracted to the Fuji medium format camera. Everybody wants to be a little bit different somehow, okay? So I am attracted to that. So if Canon or Sony or even Panasonic came out with a medium format camera, I would take a good look at it. I really would. Peter, I might sometime soon sell my camera and get a Sony FS5 Mark II. Whoa! I found a really good deal. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I'm going to be making some short films. You mean FX5, not FS5. Okay. Well, if you go to the FX5, you move to the top. That's the top. Well, there is higher, but I mean, you're hitting the ceiling. Okay. You have a camera that you can use all the way to 30 years old. So that should be interesting. If you want to move to the FX5, especially when they make a Mark II, yeah. I like a bigger body. You like a bigger body, huh? Confessions. Ray says, Peter, watch the time. Okay, thank you, Ray. Yeah, they would have to do some market research to see if there is such demand for a bigger sensor. But, with it coming from Sony, the good news is it would not only be on their cameras, it would also be on all the people that buy Canon sensors from them. So Nikon would be a potential target. Lumix would be a potential. Panasonic would be a potential target. They might even sell it if they make a sensor to Fuji. So that would be pretty interesting. Okay, so no tax starts next week, but only on school items. Okay. Okay, Jim, I'll come to Miami and rent a Tesla, and we'll see what kind of trouble we can get into. Now you're talking. Now you're talking. Randy is here. How you doing, Randy? Love you, buddy. Lewis and Aiden has been to your place. That's right. Lewis and Aiden. Aiden's been here a few times. I even got to babysit Aiden for a little bit. I even got to hold him. So Lewis said, here, hold him. Well, I go to the bathroom, and I'm going like, oh, okay. So I got Aiden, and you know what? Aiden just hugged me, and it felt so good. That boy can hug. So, yep, Aiden, if you're listening, I need another hug. Aiden, I want you to hug me again, okay? So Randy says, Lewis has been here. Lewis has even fixed my microphone, the one that I'm not using, okay? And yep. Thank you, Randy. Love you, Randy. Love you double. So Roy says, Raymond Stone, I like the Fuji GFX 100. I like the GFX 100S is the one that you mean, okay? Because it's got the new phase detection focus system. The other one's got a contrast detection focus system. I don't know if you know what I feel about the contrast detection focus system. You might get a hint how what I feel about it, but I don't like it, okay? And that is why this camera has got the new phase detection. And that's why I own it too. Because it's got the phase, Phase. So, Mr. Camera Junkie says, yep, actually, Mr. Camera Junkie came here with Sly and Aiden. We had a party. That's what we did. We had a party. Okay. Sammy says, I got good repair from Sony so far. Oh, Sony got good repair. Okay. And Sammy is loving full frame. There's just something about it, right? Thank you, Sammy. He is loving the hair light. You guys, please don't let me walk on Sly. Okay. Roy says, I love the hair light, but I like kickers even more. Where would you put the kicker? Come on. Where would you put the kicker? Tell me. Where would the kicker, in my room, not yours, in this room, where would I put a kicker? Tell me. I would like to hear. Woody, says Roy, you're going to be on AP Studio Saturday night? Okay, so that's a question. So Roy answered, Roy, I'm not much of a guest, but I intend to be there. Yeah, you're a good guest. That's where I first met you, Roy. I was impressed with you. I even made you laugh. Do you remember? I made you laugh. So Roy says the medium format market is shrinking. Makes me think of the Wicked Witch of the West. I'm shrinking. Help. I'm almost at the end of my tea, which means I'm almost at the end of the show. So Roy says, Woody, no, Chuck has a great friend in Jeff. We should send a shout out for Chuck. Chuck, I hope you're feeling better, and we pray for you because he's under the weather. Don't forget, we pray for Randy. We pray for my friend Baby Back Maniac. His mother is in the hospital. Who else needs prayer? Speak up, because we do have some praying people in here. Okay, we do have some praying people. They're going to be on the used market for $1,200 to $1,500. He's talking about the FX5 Mark II, FS5 Mark II. Roy says most DSLMs have contrast detect autofocus. It never works as well as phase detect. It never does. And we're going to fight forever because I call them DSLMs. Digital lens reflex mirrorless, not DSLR reflex. Okay, so Roy's going to call them mother-in-laws. Thank you for all your time, love, and support. Lewis says, have a lovely weekend, everybody. And we are at 11:27. Okay, Chuck must be very ill to keep him off YouTube, and that's why you guys need to be praying for him. Lewis says, need some prayers for my dad. He works too hard. Keep him safe. Thank you. So we got to pray for Louis Lazuka's dad. and everybody keep everybody else in mind. And our show is almost over. And on next Friday, don't forget to click on the links, because Peter needs you to click on the links. Go visit those places. They record you as coming from me. You're doing me a favor. And if you want to buy something, excellent. If you don't want to buy something, just go visit them. Okay? I love you, God willing. And the bridge is not up. The bridge is not up. I will see you when you up there. I'll see you next Friday. And for some of you, I'll see you in a few minutes over at Sly's. All right, here we go. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye.